Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Ow!
And good afternoon.
Howdy, sir. You still haven't figured it out, huh?
No, I texted it to you because I couldn't get it to email no matter what I did. So.
I didn't get the text.
Well, I sent it to you. What the fuck, dude? What do you want from me? I see the text. I see it doesn't say delivered yet, so maybe it's still coming to you.
Yeah.
But I see your face at the top of it, so it is.
I'll get it eventually.
Whatever. Yeah, hopefully by 5:15 you'll have it.
Yeah, that'll be fine. There it is. It just popped.
Hey, see, how about that? Goddamn
Fucking
technology.
yeah, it's great, isn't it?
That's a dude 2 minutes before he was coming on the show, and all of a sudden, hey, don't play it. We got a surprise guest coming up at 5:15, maybe.
Do we?
I don't know.
What's going on, brother? How are we?
Now my daughter sent me texts and saying she's going out with some dude today.
All right.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, I mean, that's terrible.
It is terrible. What are you talking about? Look, I don't care, except don't screw up your college thing before you even go.
Right.
Go with some fucking guy and then come home knocked up or some shit, and then
Your daughter's
before you
not
even
gonna come home
get to
knocked
college,
up.
you're gonna screw it all up.
You think your daughter's gonna come home knocked up? Come on, she's smarter than that.
And then she just sent me a text saying, "I won't screw it up. I hear you." Okay, so yeah, she's apparently listening to the show as we talk.
That's good.
So I'm guessing she will not
Look,
get.
she could have really fucked with you and just sent you a picture of like a 12-pack of rubbers or something.
That would be terrible. Why would you?
She
say,
could be like, haha, I'll be safe.
God, I encourage abstinence in this house.
No, you
If
don't.
I have to live that way, so does she. How are you this happy Wednesday? It's a happy Wednesday, man.
I am happy. I'm perfectly content in my little bubble here today.
Stock market is up 2,900 points, up over 40,000 again.
Wait a minute. I thought this was the week that the world was going to cave in.
Well, this is the week that Trump just decided to take a 90-day pause in his tariffs, and the stock market rebounded with almost a 3,000 point gain today.
No way. That can't be happening, can it?
Yes, indeed.
I don't believe you. Not even for a minute.
I'm staring at it right now. Very
No,
excited.
it can't be true because all these damn liberals have been telling me all week long that the world's going to end and the Nazis finally putting the Zyklon B in our breathing air and all the other shit that they're saying.
Because he is so anti-American. I read one thing that he wants the stock market to crash so that he can help his buddies. I don't know what. I mean, he's got plans that nobody's ever heard of. Nobody could possibly come up with by himself. I mean, like Trump is he's got to be the smartest man alive to come up with some of the plans that they have. They've said he's doing.
It is so dumb.
But yes, did you hear about that today?
No.
Trump decided to take a 90-day pause, at least with the people that said that they were not going to fight it and they wanted to work out a deal.
Okay.
He said he was contacted by like 75 different countries, and so all those people that contacted him taking a 90-day pause so they can try to work something out. Go from there. Now in China, he raised their tariff to 125%.
And they did the same to us, though, didn't they?
I think they raised it to like 84%.
Yeah, whatever.
I haven't seen the latest on China, but when it comes right down to it, we don't really give them a whole lot of shit to sell. They give us everything to sell.
Yeah, they give us everything. They're going to hurt a whole lot worse than we are.
Yeah, that 125, percent is going to hurt them a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if we're going to have this video at 5:15. Now I can't get it moved.
Okay, I'm telling you, I was having some major issues with that.
Holy
Whatever.
shit.
Maybe he'll show up. Maybe he won't. I gave him the link.
Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, I did see that it was Tariff Day and that there was like 86 countries that were about to get smashed in the head. Apparently some of them are not.
No, I took a 90-day pause now.
For all of them or just for some of them?
I think for all of them, they contacted and said, "Hey, we want to work something out here. We don't want,
Right.
want to keep doing this."
Okay.
But the stock market rebounded heavily today. Even my wife, dude, who doesn't follow this stuff nearly as much as I do, was sitting there looking at her 401k going, "Okay, does he know what he's doing? Are we sure about this? He's got everything going here. Are we all right?" Like, yeah, don't worry.
We've said it numerous times. There's going to be pain before there's prosperity.
Yeah, look, believe me, I'm even though I'm a fan, I was sitting there going, "Man, I hope this guy knows what he's doing."
Well, of course.
And I still hope that he knows what the hell he's doing because, it does hurt. There's a lot of people hurt with those kind of cuts.
Sure. Well, nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose any money or, especially if you've invested for, 20 years or 30 years or whatever. The last thing you want to do is lose it. But
yeah, look, in the job that I have now, and I haven't been there that long.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have $8 in my 401k, so I'm not really that concerned about it. I think I maybe lost $4 during the last week.
You're like, if I lose it,
No,
I
I
lose
care.
it.
But hers has a little bit more in it, so we were looking at it going, "Oh, that kind of sucks," but
Right.
it is what it is, man. And
Sure.
got to go through some pain to get to the right end. I think he's doing the right thing.
Well, I mean, dude, there's no other option. The other option is just sit back and keep getting fucked. There's no other. I mean, what's the other option? The Biden way? Here, just take it all. What the hell? You know, I mean, that was the Biden method.
The Biden method was great as far as the stock market went up, but everybody else's life sucked. It didn't work. It didn't work out real well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the majority of Americans aren't playing the market. I mean, it's just the way that it is.
Yeah. No, he's got to do what he's got to do. It's just that simple. There's no discussion on it to me. He's got to do what he's got to do, which is fucking we're going to have some pain. Some shit's going to cost a little more. It's going to cost you a couple of bucks extra to buy a new pair of shoes or a new pair of pants over at Walmart, but whatever.
That's what I should. This is why I'm retarded. Like, I'm literally just stupid.
Why?
Like, why didn't I, when the market dropped like it did, why didn't I go out and buy some shit?
Some
Because I
market
knew
shit
it was
or
gonna-
clothes?
Some market stuff. I knew that it was going to rebound at some point,
Sure.
but I just sat there and stared at it and go, "All right, well, what do I, And then, of course, I don't do anything, and then it's going to go up, and people are going to start making tons of money again.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't really do the market too much. I've done it. I've won some. I've lost some. I would say over my lifetime, I'm probably even because, I've had some good stuff. Like I did really well with Snapple way back in the day, but I've also had some stuff that just went to total shit. So, the market is just gambling. You might as well just go to the casino and have fun doing it. Have a couple drinks while you do it. That being said, people are going to do what they're going to do with the market. And people, if you don't understand the market, then looking at it day to day makes no sense.
Right.
That's the lesson that I would give to anybody that's freaking out about their 401k. Don't worry about it today versus yesterday or last week or last month. Take a 6-month window and take a 6-month window from now. I mean, if you're that nervous, sell. If you're that nervous on your 401k, then get out of it. Because it always goes up and down.
I said to my wife, I said, "You've never looked at your 401k ever. Now all of a sudden you're staring at it every day." I was like, "You're picking that time to stare at it when you know things are going to shit? Is now the time that you're picking to look at your 401k? Why didn't you look at it a month ago?" She didn't. I never paid attention to it.
Dude, you realize we're a hurricane away from the market going down to 25,000.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know. again, one guy making these changes or that changes is going to do something. You know, I'm gonna tell this story, and I do it, and it's probably not a great source of places to get stock information from, but I kind of follow it. Anthony Cumia Show, Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
He does what he calls end trading, which is anytime anybody gets in trouble for a racist thing, you buy into whatever they did. So like when Papa John got busted for dropping N-bombs, remember that when Papa John? I followed Anthony's lead and I bought $1,000 worth of Papa John stock because their stock just plummeted.
Yeah.
Like their stock was like $60 a share. And then when the news was all over the place that Papa John said the N-word and it's a racist company and all this, the stock went down to like 20. I bought a boatload of it. I bought $1,000 worth of it. It went right back up within another like month and a half. They fired Papa John. They brought in Shaq. $60, $70. I made $40 a share. I did well. That's one time I did really well on it, and it works. Not that I'm saying you should hope for racial epithets to be thrown around or anything.
But kind of do that.
But if you invest based on it, you will make money every time because it always rebounds. Name one company that's had a racial scare that went out of business. Name one. You can't. There's not one. There's not one. It's the easiest way to make money, and I hate to use that method, but whatever. I also hate being poor.
The only time I was ever had any kind of stocks is my grandfather gave me some when I was like young, and of course I just again slightly retarded. So when I needed money, I just cashed it all out.
Sure.
Took some money and moved out of my mom's house and got a place to live and all that kind of stuff. And then now I have nothing to show for it, and never will. And so I, instead of actually getting like a job that paid me enough money to move out of the house and do all that kind of stuff, I cashed in the only stocks I've ever owned in my entire life, and now I got nothing.
Right.
But whatever. But the problem is, and I always have struggled with this, is that you have to have money sometimes to make money.
Not a lot, though.
But enough. I mean, I can't sit there and look at my bank account and risk putting money into the market hoping that something happens for me because most likely I'm going to lose it. I can't afford to just lose it. Like when I go to the casino, I know what money I have to spend. And usually I take if I take $100, usually I spend 40 of it before I'm like, all right, I'm done. I got to go home. Because I'm going to lose all $100.
But maybe you just take that money and you do it there, and you do it in the market instead of at the casino.
I just don't, and this is probably why I don't succeed a lot, is that I haven't taken, I'm afraid of taking that risk of losing big. But if you don't take that risk of losing big, then you can't win big.
Dude, I'll associate it to gambling, and not that I'm a great gambler. I could tell you story after story about losing boatloads of money gambling, but when I do gamble, like you remember I told you when we did the whole Super Bowl thing where I went on FanDuel and did the Super Bowl. That was what, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I put in, what did I put in? $25, I guess, or $50 or something. And I just told myself, I said, whatever I win, I'm going to keep investing it. I'm going to keep betting it till it's gone, because now it's all house money. And I still have money. I've withdrawn money 6 or 7 times from FanDuel. And I'm still playing FanDuel on the same $50 or whatever it was that I started with. I'm still playing. And I've pulled out, I don't know, maybe $300, $400 that I've won just betting on stupid basketball games or football games or whatever.
See, again, I just refuse to take that risk. Like, I just don't do it. Like Heather and I were talking the other day. I think one thing we want to do this coming spring or summer or whatever is go out to the Dorter Field and just watch and play the horse
races. Right.
And to me, that's not much of a risk, dude. I mean, talking a couple of bucks on a bet, but I'm not going to make a lot because I'm not going to bet a lot.
Right. You're going to put $3 down on the
right. And
on the parlay.
I don't even know what a parlay is, so I'm going to put
That's when you
$3
have
down.
multiple bets.
I'm gonna end up betting on like whatever I don't know, and I'm gonna win or probably lose everything I got because I'm gonna bet on the name of the horse that I like, and I'm gonna get fucked.
I'm going to bet it all on Three-Legged Angel.
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna do something retarded and do that. And that's just the way that I am. But when it comes to gambling, especially, I'm just not good at it. But I'm that same guy that'll sit there and go, "I need to win the lottery. Oh God, I need to win the lottery." And then I go, well, when was the last time I played the lottery? It's been like a year since I played the lottery. I can't win the lottery unless I play the lottery.
Yeah, and they've made it so easy you don't even have to go out to play the lottery anymore, do you?
No.
Can't you just play it from your phone?
Yes. But that's another thing that I can't do because I have a very addictive personality.
Me too.
And like I said the other day, I'm very routine. So once I get into the routine of something and I'm addicted to it, then all of a sudden I'm going to get fucked.
Right.
I sit down, I'll have a couple of drinks. I'm like, okay, I like this. Next time, I'm like, yeah, I really enjoyed having those drinks last time. I'm going to have a couple more. And next thing you know, it's like 13 years later going, all right, let me go have another drink tomorrow night.
Right.
Because I just get sucked into stuff, and that's the way my life works. And so I'm afraid that if I start putting money into FanDuel or something like that, then I'm going to end up going, all right, I kind of like this. I've won a couple of times. I'm going to keep doing this, and then I'm going to end up losing my home.
Well, just set a limit. Say, I'll just use FanDuel as an easy.
If I had any kind of self-control, Chris, I'd have two.
Dude, I have not. Look, you think I got the 400 fucking pounds by being a self-control guy?
Well,
I have none. I have none myself. But I'll tell you what I do is I like with the FanDuel. I will not put another dollar into FanDuel of new money until I've burned all of the old money. I just won't do it. And for me, I kind of have it in my head that I have to go till June. And if I go till June and I still have money, then I'll keep playing. If I'm out of money, if I run out of money next week or something, I won't play again until June. Like I just will stop there. You have to. And dude, I learned it the hard way. I learned it from playing pool and losing a pool and rapping somebody in the face with the pool cue and stealing the money from the table. I didn't learn it from being a competent gambler. I learned it from being an asshole. That, I just didn't like getting arrested and I didn't like, getting in fights and stuff over stealing money. But
and then I feel like it's going to be too much stress for me because I stress about everything. Dude.
Well, that could be a real thing for you.
The last thing I want to do is at the end of the day, after a day's work, put $30 down or whatever, $20 down on a couple of games at night, and then sit there and fucking worry about these games.
Right.
Because then I'm going to be paranoid all night. Oh, did they win? I'm going to be stay up until 2:00 in the morning and watch some fucking NBA game that I could care less about. Making sure that I won something and didn't lose everything.
You'll be sitting up, 1 a.m, pulling for, Russell Westbrook to throw a 3.
Right.
Because you got him on a parlay for 30 points. He has 27.
I don't know if I need that stress. I wish there were easy bets out there.
Sure. There are, but they don't pay.
They don't pay anything.
That's why they're easy.
So I don't know. I gotta figure out how I can make some money doing something like that because that would be interesting. It would be fun to do, I think. But then again, I don't know. It's just silly.
Just bet on the Guardians to score over 5 runs a game, and you'll win every day.
Give up over 5 runs a game?
No, or score 5, either or. They stink.
Well, they're terrible. Did you watch that opener yesterday?
No, I'm a Padres fan, man.
I know, and fuck you.
See, I got my Padres hat on.
Swept the Guardians, the Indians, whatever. Yesterday, I mean, could you get more of a boring game? I hate people that are like, oh, I love pitching duels. No, come on. It was a walk-off walk.
A walk-off walk? I didn't even know who won. So
they won 1-0, bottom of the ninth. They walk-off walk.
That's funny. It's a real high-energy game there.
Oh, it was great. It was really a lot of fun.
Did you watch it?
I listened to it when we were driving around doing stuff.
Right.
But
yeah, I don't even know. Dude, it's weird because I haven't watched the Indians in a few years now. Other than Jose Ramirez, I don't think I could name one other player. I really don't. I don't know anybody on the team anymore.
I mean, I know enough to make myself at least somewhat educated, but not enough to actually care all that much. I mean, I am a bandwagon guy, dude. I'm rooting for the Cavs now because they clinched the number 1 seed, and I mean, I don't have any faith because they are a Cleveland team.
Right.
And I'm not John Drake who just sucks the dick of every Cleveland team, no matter how bad they are.
Yeah.
I jump on the bandwagon if they're any good. And so I'm kind of rooting for the Cavs now, but they'll blow it because, it's Cleveland.
There's still too much woke energy in the NBA for me.
Is there? I haven't really noticed anymore. Other than LeBron being
I don't watch it anymore, so maybe there's not. But LeBron told me if I couldn't get behind his social causes not to watch anymore, so I don't.
Did you see they're making a Ken doll out of LeBron James?
Ugh. What is that, flop around Barbie?
That's what everybody was saying. I said he's going to leave Barbie for a better Barbie. You got to look it up. It does look like LeBron James.
Is it no tip Barbie?
It has no money at all. And its house has the Ken doll house has a racist slur in the garage.
I know
but
this.
It does look like LeBron's face.
Whoopee. Who would want that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are little kids out there, but do you think it's anatomically correct? You think a black Barbie has like a dick the size of like a mound? Yeah, they don't put a mound down there. Has like a mound like extra big.
It's well hung Ken.
Yeah, it's like a big huge mound where a dick would be.
Big dick Ken.
I mean, it's a black guy, right? I mean, that's the stereotype. Big black mound of plastic. Where
I've seen Big Dick Ken in porn, but not in Barbie.
I can't say that I've seen that.
Come on, you've seen that. Who are you lying to?
I'm still busy looking at Down syndrome chicks.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
I saw like 10 of them last night. I was just sitting there like, this is just so wrong, but so beautiful in so many ways.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Channel 3 posted the story about the Barbie and LeBron thing.
Great.
And every other joke is, does it just flop around when you push it over?
Cries and whines Barbie.
Good. I didn't know they made like other. I thought there was like a specific Ken and a specific Barbie.
Well, now they got to make money. After that, after that woke move that cost them with that stupid movie, now they gotta make money again.
Do they have Down syndrome Barbie?
I'm sure they do. I know they have wheelchair Barbie.
They have an amputee Barbie. I know
That's
that.
what I'm saying. They probably have.
Okay, what would they do with a Down syndrome Barbie? Make the face look all weird?
Yeah.
Dude, that's terrible.
Give her a Pete Rose haircut.
All right, I'm looking to see if they have a Down syndrome Barbie. I don't see a Down syndrome Barbie.
Comes with a broken voice box in it. Hi guys, how are you?
They have Barbie fashionistas. Oh wait, Barbie fashionistas doll with Down syndrome wearing a floral dress.
Fantastic.
So they do have a Down syndrome Barbie. Does it look like it's fucked up or something? It doesn't look. Well, it kind of does look like a. Holy shit, dude! Look it up.
Down syndrome Barbie?
Yeah, because I can't show the picture on my phone here, but the eyes definitely look like a Down syndrome person.
You've got to be kidding me.
Well, it's wearing a floral dress.
Dude, why would they do this?
Do you see it?
I see a bunch of them, which is even more sad.
There's a blue and yellow dress one with a pink necklace.
Holy Jesus, are you kidding me?
But I swear that the face looks like it's a Down syndrome person.
Well, that's wonderful. That's so pleasant.
But you have to look. I guess in a way, it's kind of good, right? You know, it shows that everybody. Yeah, the one in the middle there with the purple or the
this one.
Yeah,
Down syndrome Barbie. Are you kidding?
Yeah, with the green and yellow, blue.
Hey, look behind her. I think that's one-legged Seth beaten off.
I definitely one-legged Ken doll would do that. Not that I do that on Instagram.
Does it come with a can of paint on a dinner plate?
Why, dude?
I'm just asking.
So wrong, man. You notice the texts are not flying in about the Down syndrome bar.
No, nobody wants to be associated with that.
No, we do not want to touch that topic even a little bit.
Don't want my name to even be seen on the screen with that.
Because you know I'm putting it up as soon as I see it.
Hell yes. It's hilarious.
But I guess in a way, I guess it's not a bad thing to have Barbies that look like, the person that you are.
Yeah,
right?
that's great.
This is, I think it's called the Limb Loss Month.
Limb Loss Month?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
They get an orange ribbon for...
I saw that you had a lost leg emoji on one of your posts.
April is Limb Loss Awareness Month with an orange ribbon. Yeah, I did post a prosthetic legs today for John Drake because he started giving me shit. You had made a post talking about... We can talk about this for a minute.
Yeah, we can talk about that. I got that ready.
The parking situation downtown for yesterday's home opener was outrageous.
Stupid.
Now, I was at the coming home game for LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I paid $55 to park for that game. And I was just down there to interview people. I wasn't down there to actually see the game, but I was there to interview. And $55 is what I paid. $70. Bob,
and that doesn't look like that's near the stadium either.
No, it does not. Bob France saw one $90 to park your car.
That's fucking ridiculous.
They're literally raping you to go down.
That's more than what you'd pay for anything that you'd be doing.
Yeah, I guarantee you there are people that did not pay $90 for their tickets.
Well, if they bought them officially, nobody paid $90. They don't have $90 tickets for the Indians, do they? Other than the box seats.
There might be some good $90 seats, but
there ain't no bleacher seats for no $90.
No, hell no, there's not.
Or section 1 whatever. I guarantee you sitting right behind the plate does not cost $90 a ticket.
No.
No way.
And I know that they're jacked up because of a
opening
home
day.
opener. Yeah. However, they're not that much more than what they are normally. I remember I took my daughter to a game a couple years ago. Wow, it has to be more than 3 years ago because I had two legs. And we parked not next to the stadium, but fairly close, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it was $60 to park in the lot, right?
Yeah.
We got down there about an hour before the game, parked the car, went over to the gate. It was a little bit more than an hour. And they never even opened up the gate because they called the game because it was drizzling and it wasn't going to get any better. And I paid $60 to park the damn car.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked our asses all the way back to the parking lot. And I said to the dude, "Hey, they canceled the game, man."
Don't care.
Hey, that's what he said. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't there more than 15 minutes, and I went to the game and couldn't get in, and they kept my $60 dude.
Of course they did. Yeah, it's a privilege. And you know what? And look, I'm usually, even though I bust John's balls a lot, I'm usually sort of on his side with most things. I am not on his side yesterday with take the RTA.
No.
That is not an acceptable answer. If you want to do that, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine if you want to do that. But who the fuck wants to be stuck? Now, yesterday it's the afternoon, but I'm going to the Crunch on Friday, and that game is going to let out at 10 o'clock, right? Probably. Yeah. It starts at 7, probably end about 10 o'clock, I would imagine. Do I really want to be coming out of the Wolstein Center without a vehicle, hoping for an Uber or to get to the RTA
right.
at 10 o'clock at night in Cleveland?
Wait for a bus to get it connected to a rapid all the way home.
Yeah. And dude, there ain't no rapid out to here. I looked it up today to see for Twinsburg, to get back to Twinsburg. I would have to take, it's a 2-bus transfer. I would have to take a bus from Cleveland to Akron, then from Akron to Twinsburg, hoping that even runs that late at night into Twinsburg, which I know it doesn't. It probably doesn't run into Twinsburg after work hours.
No, come on.
I was like, the Rapid my dick. And the RTA, get out of here with that shit. That's a lot of putting myself at risk to get shot in the face.
Well, that's the other thing is when you're not really safe doing that, especially if you got to go down to Akron. Dear God, you go down to Cracker down there on an RTA bus. Good luck.
Jesus, dude, that's what I'm saying. I'll be at the Wolstein Center. That's
Right.
that's definitely not a safe zone. And then to Akron, and all the fucking scumbags that'll be on the bus between all that. No way.
And then drive all that. Man, yeah, that would suck. That'd be like a 2-hour bus ride.
That's another thing. It's a few hours versus 30 minutes. And I looked up with Uber for me to go to Cleveland and then back home, if a driver comes to get me,
Yeah.
is $80, 40 each way.
Wow.
So 40 each way, so it's 80 to Uber or 70 to park.
I will say, man, I've Ubered in a few different cities. Vegas, it's fucking cheap as fuck to Uber around Vegas, man. The prices are so much different than here because everybody needs one, like at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And so the prices are better. But here, man, it costs you an arm and a leg. I hate to say stuff like that anymore, but it costs you an arm and a leg to fucking Uber around here.
It does. It's crazy. And when I saw this, and I did not take this picture yesterday. I'll give the credit. That's from Anthony Lima from 92.3's Twitter.
Nice.
He took the picture. And I just looked at it. I was like, this is why people aren't going downtown anymore. Every time we have Tony on, Tony says about the restaurants are hurting and, there's not enough people going to the restaurants and whatever. This is why.
Right.
Where the fuck can you park?
Yep.
Dude, I went down there one night, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago. So it was a little while ago. And I went down there to see Landau. Dave Landau was playing at Hilarities. And there was no other event going on. There was no concert. There was no basketball. There was no Indians. There was nothing else going on.
Yeah.
And the fucking parking garage was $35.
Just so
$35.
And I'm telling you right now,
go to Hilarities.
if they're going to have you park in a parking garage downtown at night, they better have that thing lined with security guards, dude.
Mm-hmm. I
know for a fact, talking to people that I used to work with, because they have a garage now, right?
Yeah.
And their studios are downtown. That people have been accosted, they've been pushed, they've been, flashed, they've seen all kind of horrible things downtown by these, homeless people, whatever, trying to get money and cigarettes and everything else in that garage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If I had to go down there in the condition I am now with one leg, I'd be a dead man. I'd be a target to every fucking person down there trying to steal money from me. I'd have to walk out with a group of people every day and hope that I get to my car all right.
I haven't verified this yet, but I'm going to. I was told that if you go to Hilarities, you can check a gun. Like they'll put it in a lockbox and you can check a gun. And I'm supposed to go down to Hilarities in May.
Yeah.
Again, Landau is going to be here in May. And I'm really thinking I'll take my pistol with me. Just because I don't want to, and I know I'm going to park in that parking garage right across the street from the Hard Rock, what is it? Is that the Hard Rock? No, what is that there? Not the Hard Rock.
Where at?
On 4th Street. It's the big one, the big concert club. Why can't I think of it?
On 4th.
Yeah, right there by Hilarities. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
The rock club that's down there, where like all the washed up bands play.
I don't go down.
Anyway, House of Blues. Thank you, Brian.
House of Blues.
Idiot.
That's on Euclid. Yeah.
I'm such an idiot. Isn't that on 4th Street? I think it's
on Euclid.
Okay, but to park in that garage, I want to carry my pistol. Because the last time I was in there, I didn't get jumped, but I definitely thought I was going to get jumped. Right. And now I just want to be able to shoot somebody in the face if they try to jump me. I want to at least be able to protect myself. You know, it's dangerous down there now, and I hate being that guy. I hate that I'm afraid in my own stupid city that I never had fear in my entire life. But now it's like, you know, I'm old. I don't have it in me anymore to fight. I'd rather just shoot you.
Welcome to the show, Brian Hoostel. Let me tell you a funny story about Brian Hoostel. Please don't take offense, Brian. This is the first time I've seen him on screen showing up.
Okay.
He has adorable children, right? Posts them on Facebook all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he has this beautiful younger daughter, right?
Right.
And I swear to God, I thought she was 30 and still looked like she was a baby.
Wow.
Because she doesn't seem to get any older. She's like a little China doll. She's gorgeous.
Right.
But like never gets older. Like every picture he's been putting up for the past 5 years. I mean, talking to this guy, it looks like he just put up another picture from the same week that she was around.
Right. And you're afraid to say, man, she's hot because you think she's 12 or something.
No, she's literally like 5, dude. I'm not like, you know. So I'm not weird like that. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like she just is a doll that has never grown up. It's adorable. Okay,
nice.
Me and my wife always say, there's another picture of Emma, and she's just adorable and just never seems to get older.
But it's funny.
Hey, Brian, glad to see you here. Yeah, I don't go down. I can't remember the last time I went downtown for anything.
No, I don't like to go downtown anymore.
Tom's done photo shoots downtown. 3 times he's told to give him a bag. Yeah, I mean, look, it ain't safe down there, dude. I won't go down now, especially in the condition that I'm in. I won't go.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless I'm going down there with somebody that's either packing or can get my back.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? I'm going to go to Public Square and hope that I don't get fucking mugged. My daughter and my wife ain't going to save me.
Yeah. No, I get it. Dude, and then there's like I saw that there's like a new concert club down there, and I'd really kind of like to see it. Have you heard of this place, Globe Iron? I
have not, but is it cool? Where's that
at? I don't know. It's where is it at? It is, let me look it up. It's somewhere downtown. It's like an AEG thing, so it's got money behind it, so it's probably pretty nice. But
Center Street. So is that in the flats?
Might be. I don't know. I just saw that like Mushroom Head's playing there, and some other bands are playing there that I sort of like. You know, and I was like, wouldn't mind going down there. And then I was like, it's in fucking Cleveland.
Yeah, it looks like it's in the flats, man.
Yeah, nope.
It's by it's up the street from the aquarium.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I used to love it down there.
I did too.
Like Trilogy was over there. Maybe that's where Trilogy was. Remember Trilogy?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go there?
I've been there.
Trilogy was the shit back in the day, man. Especially they had those raves and stuff that went on there.
Right.
I'd go up there and like I was a dorky kid, still kind of dorky, whatever. But I would just love hanging out and watching like guys walking around on fucking dog chains and stuff, and like it was so much fun to check out the people there.
Right.
And if you couldn't get laid by one of the chicks there, you got a problem.
It's funny,
but yeah, it looks like it's down the flat. But I gotta check that out. They have like cool bands, good bands.
No. Well, they got like Mushroom Heads going down there. I was kind of thinking I might go down to see Lords of Acid just because Carla Harvey from the Butcher Babies is in that band now, and she's just fucking hot. So I was really thinking about going to catch that show.
How long have they been around?
Lords of Acid?
Yeah.
80s?
I was going to say. I remember I did... Okay, so one of my not-so-great nights being a 20-year-old kid.
Okay.
I dropped some acid, actually, and then was doing whip hits at the same time.
Sure.
While that music was playing, and I thought I was going to die right there, dude. I thought life was over. My head was just ringing, bouncing all over the place. I was so glad that I'm clean.
Dude, I don't know how much you even know about them, but...
Not much. I didn't really love the music.
I mean, it's industrial stuff, but like... And this is why it's cool to have Carla Harvey, she's smoking hot. If you haven't seen her, she is smoking fucking hot. And she's now taken the role of the acid queen or whatever she's called in the band.
Yeah.
And like all their songs are about fucking. All of them. You know, and the songs are like brutally like about fucking. They're like rough sex and let's get high and I'll sit on your face and You know, like crazy. I must increase my bust. I mean, they're totally like a dirty band, and I'm just like, holy shit, Carly Harvey's going to be singing this stuff. I like it.
The difference between being scared and being safe
I agree.
and being prepared.
I agree.
Anybody just tuning in, we talked about it earlier, 90-day pause in tariffs for the ones that are willing to negotiate, some 75-plus countries. So the stock market went up almost 3,000 points today.
Imagine that.
Did it close? Market closed or it closed at 5?
I think it closes at 4, so it should be closed.
Should be done.
Yeah.
It looks like, up over 3,000 today. Fantastic. Good stuff.
Nothing wrong with that. That's your 401k is saved, people.
For 90 days.
For 90 days, you're safe.
But I can see how that's a good thing. I'm excited.
There's Carla Harvey.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll go just for that.
That's what I'm saying. And she's going to be singing about banging? Yes. Yes, please.
What did she do before this?
Butcher Babies.
What is that?
Her and Height. Oh, you don't know? Wait a minute. Let me find you some old Butcher Babies pictures. They were the two chicks. You might remember this because you're a filthy, disgusting pig like me.
Wow, dude.
The Butcher Babies were those chicks that put just the nipple tape on in the 90s.
You know what? I do remember
her
that.
and Heidi Shepard. Let me see if I can't find a good film.
The good old days.
The Butcher Babies.
I'm wearing nipple tape now. Oh, by the way, speaking of nipple tape, I found out how to put on that male girdle thing.
Did you?
I did.
Did you get it on?
I haven't tried yet, but I watched a YouTube video last night of it. Pretty sad that I had to watch a YouTube video on how to,
Think you'll figure it out?
Girdle on. Apparently, I have to step into it and then pull it up.
Step into it.
Yeah, so go from the ground up. You should see this video. I saw this fat slob dude who's trying to get this thing on and take it off. It was a fantastic video, but oh, very nice. Yes, I remember them fondly.
Can't name a song, but who cares?
Nope, don't care.
Do not care. That's what I'm saying. And she's
halfway into the show. I'd ask when they start singing.
Yeah, don't even give a shit if they. I don't care if they even plug in.
No, just stand there.
Stand there and be hot. I love it. But yeah, they're the dark-haired girl, Carla Harvey, will be at with the Lords of Acid and at this new place, Globe Iron.
See, it's so funny because that's what every guy goes into marriage thinking that's what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
And then it's just not what
That
it
is
ends up
just
being.
not. That is just some fucking awful soccer mom.
I got lucky there. I did not get a soccer mom. So.
Yeah, you did get lucky there. I could just see if you had soccer mom, you would just want to absolutely kill yourself.
Has there been any retarded girls? Yeah, we had did a whole show about it on Monday.
Now he's talking about like guests.
Well, we need to get one of those Down syndrome girls on the show. I'm going to try to reach out
I
to them.
just want to be pretty.
Can you reach out to these girls on Instagram?
How am I going to reach out to them? Reach out to them and say what? Hey, retard, you want to come on our show?
I didn't say one. I would never call somebody retarded. Okay, that's just wrong. I use the word retarded to describe myself or something. I'm not an actual person that has mental deficiencies.
All right.
But I would reach out and say, hey, I find you rather attractive, have this great show, and telling the audience about you, would love to have you on.
I work at Sherwin-Williams. Would you like a free dinner?
Man, you're all about the paint chips, man. I think I did that as a kid. I don't think I have Down syndrome.
Stop it. You did not eat paint chips.
I'm slightly autistic, but other than that. But maybe I will reach out. Just on the Instagram.
Go ahead. Bring one on. I'm in.
But do you think they talk all right?
Who knows? That could be even funnier, too.
Look, but my point would not be to make fun of them.
Well, mine
My
wouldn't
point-
be.
My point would be to say, hey, how did you get involved in taking your clothes?
What do you get out of this? What do you get out of this?
I mean, they probably get a lot of adulation and encouragement from, people telling them how beautiful they are and how they should really go for their dreams. And
Is your asshole misformed like your brain?
okay, I would not go there. That would not be on the top list of questions.
No? Would it be one of them, though?
It might no. Like I would ask, like, how do you sift through the perverts that are commenting on your stuff between the nice guys like me who just would like to get to know you and think that you're great at what you do?
Can you tell the difference between your nipple and a plate?
Dude.
Hello, hell, I'm coming to join you.
I'm gonna have to end the show before I end up following you.
Join Baylor. Speaking of tards, jeez.
So that could be the good cop, and Chris could be the bad one.
It's fine with me.
While interviewing the retards. See, why everything was great about your comment until you have to end it with retards. You're not
Why?
retarded. That's awful to say.
Stop it. Enough with the words hurt bullshit. Enough.
Okay, if you had Down syndrome, would you like to be called retarded?
I'd accept it. It's what it is.
I know the other Brian hung up now because stopped watching altogether because he's offended completely by this garbage.
It's the same as somebody calling me, "Are you fat?" We are. Doesn't make it nice, but it's true. Who gives a shit?
I mean,
Words don't hurt.
They're the ones supposedly posting these things. So.
Yeah, so they gotta take the beating. If they're posting it,
And they have their own Barbie.
it's great.
Man, just look at the comments.
Joe Biden Barbie, no brain.
I haven't seen John Drake. You know what's funny about your boy?
What?
And I consider him a friend too. Obviously, you guys are much better friends, but him and I are friends.
Sure.
And so he started busting my balls on Facebook today, right? You saw all those comments.
Yeah, I saw it all.
He said the only thing insensitive around here is your leg that's missing. just terrible to say. But amidst that entire conversation, I get a private message on my messenger.
Yeah.
And I look, it's John Drake.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry, man. You know this is all in good fun, right? Everything good? We just need,
See, you should. That was your golden opportunity. You should have answered back with, "No, motherfucker, I'm mad."
Yeah, but I'm not like that. He's a
You
nice
should have
guy.
gone right after him.
No.
You should have gone right after him with that.
Nah, but it was funny. I mean, the stuff that he was putting up there was hysterical.
It's not nice, Abu.
But it's accurate. Dude. I mean,
It's accurate, but it's not nice. Maybe there's a reason I was nearly burned to death just to warm me up to what's coming. Just a
good preparation.
That's right. It's just a prelim to what's the inevitable.
At least I'm nice to the Down syndrome girls.
I'm sure you are. As long as they have big tits and great asses, you're
Right.
fucking super nice to them.
You think they're easy to get in bed, dude? You think you can trick them easily into getting naked and stuff?
Just paint your dick red and tell them to taste.
Back to the paint chip. It's just awful.
I'm in that mood today. I'm just in a
Apparently.
totally bad mood.
The Browns draft is coming up. What do you think they're going to do? Let's switch topic from slow bikini girls to something a little bit nicer.
The Browns is nicer. I
We're
think I'd
supposed
rather
to be
talk
joined
about.
by Tony Musachio at some point today.
That'd be good. What are they gonna do? They're gonna take. They're probably gonna take Carter. Not Carter. What's the other guy? The guy that plays offense and defense for Colorado.
Oh yeah.
That guy. They're gonna probably take that guy at
Travis,
2.
whatever, something Travis.
Yeah, and then they'll take the Alabama quarterback at 33. That's my guess. I don't know. I'm not real good at the draft because I don't really watch college football. So I just don't know.
You need a quarterback so bad, dude. So bad.
Yeah, but none of these guys are allegedly like the guy.
You don't think
Like if this was any other draft, these guys might not even be in the first round.
You think Shedeur Sanders is not the guy to go with?
I wouldn't pick him. He's already a fucking entitled, spoiled cunt.
I get that, but he also brings a lot of hype to the team.
Hype doesn't win games, man. Hype don't win games.
I mean, I guess Johnny Manziel is kind of the same way. But...
Yeah. I want somebody that can play.
So you take the Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Who's the defensive guy.
Yeah. That's not the defensive end, is it? I don't know. I don't know college. I don't know college players at all. So, I'll openly admit I don't watch college football. I watched more college football this year than I ever have, and that was like 3 or 4 games, which was amazing for me. But none of them were any good. It was always like Oregon versus Kent State or some bullshit game.
Yeah, Travis Hunter's the guy from Colorado that plays both ways.
Travis Hunter's probably who they'll take. That's my guess. I mean, Sanders comes with a lot of baggage, man.
I agree, and I don't think his dad even wants him to play here. But
yeah,
I've been reading. It's funny because I don't want to pay attention to football because the Browns just are so bad and it just frustrates the hell out of me.
Sure,
but I got nothing else to. I'm so tired of politics sometimes.
Sure,
that I want to just try to stick my head in the sand for a little bit. And so I've been at least following at least some of what these experts are saying about the draft. And I've heard everything from they're going to take Sanders to they're going to pass on him. They're going to take Travis Hunter, and then they're going to try to get back into the first round, either get Sanders later in the draft, or they're going to try to get, Jackson Dart or the kid that you were talking about.
Well now or whatever his name is, Wellmore, something, whatever his name is, the guy from Alabama.
Milroe.
Yeah, there you go. See, I pay attention. Dude, there's always the UFL. That's going.
Have you watched some of that?
Not this year, no.
It's so bad. It's just not good football, man. Yeah, I tried watching some of it.
It's worse than college.
Yeah, there are bigger stars and more action in the college game than there is in this UFL. And I wanted it to be good because I'm so bored this time of year without football.
Sure.
I was telling my wife the other day, I've got nothing to watch, dude. Nothing.
I've been watching a good amount of baseball, and not just Padres games. I've been watching the Rangers, and I got lucky and caught that Yankee game where they hit the 9 home runs. And
yeah,
I like watching Aaron Judge. I hate the Yankees, but I gotta admit, Aaron Judge is probably the best hitter we've had in the game since Barry Bonds, maybe. It's been a while. So, I do like watching Judge hit, and he's just a monster. So I caught that. I just lucked out and caught that game, and dude, it was I think the Yankees had 8 home runs, and the Brewers had 4 more. It was every other fucking pitch was leaving. It's a good game. It's good to watch. It was 20-9.
It's not a good game when they're cheating.
They're not cheating. Enough with that. How are they cheating?
They changed the bat.
But it's not out of regulation.
Okay, just because it's not out of regulation doesn't mean you're cheating and trying to get it in the
It's not cheating. How is it cheating?
There's a lot of things that are
if you have a spec,
cheating.
If you have a spec, and the spec says that it has to be this measurement by this measurement by this measurement, and it's not cheating. If they went up there with a bat like Bam Bam from the Flintstones, that's one thing. But, And I was listening to 92.3, I think yesterday, and one of their shows was interviewing the pitching coach from the Indians, that Willis guy, and and he made a great point. He's like, yeah, it's a lot of talk right now, but give us a couple of months and we'll figure out how to defend that bat, and then it'll just go back to being another bat. They'll learn how to pitch, and it's obvious how you pitch people on this thing. You just pitch them outside so that they can't get the middle of the bat on the ball. You go for outside strikes so that they have to hit it on what's now a weaker part of the bat.
I don't know. Pitchers make mistakes, dude.
Well, they do.
You're asking for.
Dude, I wish they would juice the ball back up. At this point, now that they've changed all the rules anyway and made it so that it's a pinball version of baseball, just go all the way. juice up the ball. Shit, make the ball out of rubber for all I care so that it goes. Let them use aluminum bats. You know,
But now you're talking about changing record books now. Now all of a sudden the records mean
you're
nothing
already
here and there.
changing record books.
Why?
Because just the way they've changed the game is changing the records.
Okay.
Look at
aren't
this.
hitting more home runs because they've changed the rules of the game.
Sure they are.
Well,
They absolutely are.
How?
Because the pitchers have to fucking throw the pitch in 15 seconds. So they don't have as much velocity on after the first inning. This is why you have so many relief pitchers pitching from the fourth inning on in games now. Because that 15-second rule, they burn out their arm and then they bring in the next guy. And you know as well as I do, relief pitchers suck compared to starting pitchers. So
unless you're the Guardians, and the relief pitchers are much better than the starting pitchers.
in theory, last year they were, but overall, you know, you're getting how many, I don't know how much you follow baseball, but tons in the last 2 years. There's like 7 or 8 guys that have had to have Tommy John surgery, where that was for the last 30 years prior, there would be like one every like 5 or 6 years. But these guys are all blowing up their arms because they don't get the appropriate, you know, rest on their elbow and stuff in between pitches. There's that. The whole thing that you can only throw over to first base twice, which is just leading to stolen bases all over the place. The bases are bigger, so people get to the bases a little bit quicker, get back to the bases. The overtime rules now where they start the guy on second base instead of having to play a regular inning. Dude,
like,
fuck the rule. The records don't matter at all anymore. They don't care.
I remember playing that way as a kid. Ghost runner on second.
Yes.
Dumbest stuff ever.
It was
Stuff
dumb
watch
then.
hockey. I can't get. I mean, I know that Gretzky's record just got broken. I follow headlines.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot get into hockey. Maybe if we had a team, I'd watch hockey.
Dude, the biggest problem with hockey, at least in my head, is that it's a bad TV sport. It's one of them sports that's just like, what are you doing, racing over there?
Yeah, revving up the old engine on the car.
No, the with hockey, it's just so hard to follow the puck
Well, here and I
on
know
TV anyway.
I'm going to sound like one of the girls in the Instagram videos that I watch, but people aren't going to like what I have to say. But they did a whole experiment a few years back or whatever it was. And they put like the blue tail or whatever on the puck.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
And I might be the only one that liked it because I could follow the puck now. And all of a sudden, I was seeing the puck fly all over the place, and it was fine.
yeah.
Everybody
It's
else
hard
thought,
to
"Oh, this
watch
is
it.
stupid." Yeah, it's tough to watch.
It's hard to watch, and it's even tougher to watch in streaming because streaming always has a little bit of lag anyway. There's always a slight little bit of lag in streaming. So you get that lag plus the fact that the cameras just can't keep up with the puck. It's fucking impossible.
I never know when they score.
Me
until the light goes off and everybody's cheering because I never see it actually go into the net.
Never. I agree. It's a bad TV sport. I'd love to watch hockey, but you know, I would watch the Blue Jackets, but I've tried and it just sucks. It's not fun to watch on TV at all.
No, it's not that. There's not a whole lot of. I like golf. I don't mind watching golf on TV. I'm trying to think of other sports I don't like watching on TV.
See, golf is so boring. Jesus God.
I like on a good Sunday afternoon. I don't mind sitting back and watching some golf and like,
Jesus.
resting the eyes a little bit, chilling out.
You and your buddy
NASCAR.
Drake.
Look, I hate to say it, but I like NASCAR on TV anyways when there's just a fucking big crash and I get to watch that.
That's the only time I want to watch it. I can get all the NASCAR I need on X after the race, just seeing somebody smash into a wall.
Now, I've been to a NASCAR event. I've been to the Daytona 500, and I thought it was great being there. Being there was fucking fantastic. It was amazing.
Really?
And, like, the track looks so different when you're actually standing next to it or on it. I mean, I got to actually stand on the track at Daytona. And,
Sure.
man, it's crazy how, like, you don't realize the angle and the slope of these fucking turns until you're actually standing on the damn track, man.
Right.
I mean, you can't even run up those things. Some of them are, I mean, it's so high. And it's crazy, and it's crazy to actually be there. It's not just, oh my God, turn left. I mean, it's really kind of entertaining to actually be at a Daytona or something like that.
It's kind of like horse racing. Like I like to go to horse racing. I'll never watch it on TV. It's fucking way dull on TV when they do that Kentucky Derby and all that shit.
Well, I don't want like all the downtime between races is my big thing. But like when we would watch it, again, I've told the story before, during Tariff show, we would literally be in commercial breaks and he'd have TVG on the horse racing channel.
Right.
And he'd be placing bets. And, I'd start the commercials, run to the studio and tell him which horse I'm picking. And like we'd play extra long sets of commercials just so we could watch the races go off. And it was fun. I actually enjoyed watching that channel because it was one race and then they go to a different track, another race. And so it was made it a little bit more fun because there's a lot of downtime between races.
See, meanwhile, I'm in my car motherfucking you and Triv because we're like 22 minutes of commercials. And meanwhile, it's just so that you can watch the race.
Yeah, in the meantime, he's calling a bookie and we're placing bets on horses.
Triv would be like, we'll be back after this with a talk with so-and-so from the Indians or whatever. Then like 22, 23 minutes later, like, what the hell?
You've already driven home. And
I'm out my car having dinner.
But we're having fun. We were seeing what was happening in the third race of whatever track we were on.
It's funny.
Or sometimes we'd always have like these buttons in front of him and you have like songs and shit and stuff. He'd hit a song and you knew that it was just some random song he wanted to play.
Sure.
That's because he was watching the race as he was winning. But it was that was something. But I horse racing again. It's another thing I'd rather be there than
it's fun to be there. Like even the Thistledown, where I don't know what that I know nothing about horse racing. I've been to it a bunch of times. What is that called? Where they got the little cart hook behind them? Do you know?
That's at Northfield. They have that.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
I don't know either.
But that's fun as fuck to watch live.
Yeah. Harness racing, isn't it? Harness
racing, yeah. But man, to watch it on TV, they just seem like they're going so slow. You know, it's like, all right, this is like walking your horse around the yard or something. It just looks slow as hell, but when you're there, it's really kind of exciting.
Basketball. I've been watching more basketball this year than ever just because the Cavs have actually been pretty good. And I can watch the Cavs and I don't feel like shit because LeBron's not on the team.
Right.
And so I don't mind watching some guys that are kind of young and seem like they're having fun playing and actually winning. So I've been watching some of that. And that's not bad. Baseball. Again, I might be the only one that likes the rules of the pitch clock and because I want that game to move.
Dude, a lot of people like the pitch clock. I mean, I don't hate the pitch clock, but I do hate that it's just torching pitchers. There's a reason you don't have 20-game winners, and there's a reason no pitchers are going past 5 innings, and that's it.
And then
because their arms are getting blown up.
I'm going to sound like a dick again, and I apologize, but as soon as I turn on any game, whether it's basketball, college football, baseball, and I hear a woman doing any kind of play-by-play announcing, I'm out. I turn it off.
I'm the same way. Same way. I want nothing to do with that. I want nothing to do with. And it's a line drive up the middle. He's quite the player. Shut up.
I just can't take it.
Shut up.
I mean, even like the ones that are lesbians that are supposed to be good at calling sports, and I just cannot get in. I don't care if they showed them bikinis instead of the game. I cannot listen to them.
Well, and dude, that's the funny thing is that people think that if you sexy up women's sports, that guys are going to watch it. Nobody's going to watch it.
No,
they're not. You know, dude, we've had the lingerie football league for how long? 10 years?
Yeah.
Have you ever, I mean, be honest, have you ever watched 2 games?
No.
You've watched 2 minutes.
I watch highlight videos and stuff like that.
You watch 2 minutes to see these chicks' asses and tits bounce around for a minute, and then you're out.
Yeah. I mean, now if we haven't had a team here.
Even if we did, are you going to really tell me you'd go?
I might buy season tickets to that.
Get the fuck out. No, you wouldn't. And you wouldn't go if you did. To the lingerie league?
I would. I'd hope that one of the girls would see me in the stands and like like throw a football towards me, I'd catch it, and they'd feel bad that I lost a leg, and all of a sudden I'd be, she'd be like, why don't you come
beaten
back
by your wife for flirting with these fucking
why
football
don't you
chicks?
come back to my house and bring your wife, and I'll show you my lingerie football wardrobe and stuff, and all my trophies from winning games, and
Right.
which are loaded up in my bedroom next to
You'll show
my
her your
round
trophy.
king size bed. By the way, I have mirrors on the ceiling for you and wife. I have the whole
that's how
fantasy
it'll
played
play,
out.
You think that's how it'll play, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm convinced. Someday that will happen to me.
No.
But yeah, I can't stand the women doing the announcing.
I just think women's sports is not professional sports. And I don't say that to be negative. I'm saying it to be real. Other than tennis and swimming and skating.
I like watching women's tennis, not just because they wear short skirts, but that's part of it. But I don't mind watching tennis.
Yeah, I mean, they can play tennis
Yeah.
but, I'll tell you, like right now, I kind of would love to see the WNBA kind of take off a little bit. I would actually like to see that happen because they've stuck with it so long without ever making any money. But now, now that the players are talking about they're going to go on strike unless they're paid like the NBA players, fuck you. Go.
Yeah, that'll close the league down. That'll shut it down altogether.
They have one player that matters. One.
And they have another one that's going to come into the NBA from UConn.
Okay, so maybe they'll have two.
I think they'll have two.
But they've had big names before that have come in and not made a lick of difference. Kayla Clark is the only one that's ever made a lick of difference. Who can, remember what was her name? Lisa Lobo, or Leslie Lobo, or whatever her name was. But she was supposed to be the one that was going to do it, and Swoops was another one that was supposed to come.
Swoops.
Cheryl Swoops was supposed to come in and get the attention on it. The only one that's ever actually generated attention is Caitlin Clark.
No. There was one other, Brittany Griner, because she got fucking busted in Russia and put
She's
in
a
jail.
guy.
She got put in jail. So
But that's a guy. That is a guy.
The other problem that they have is that half the girls are calling the whole fucking league racist because Caitlin Clark is getting all the attention. Now there's another white girl that's going to enter the league, and she's going to get more attention. And then, they have too many problems. Yeah, because the WNBA wants to be racist, but the NBA is all black players and not racist at all. I mean, get the fuck out of here with this nonsense.
I know, it's stupid.
Tonight should be interesting, though. In the NBA,
Okay, what's tonight? I don't know.
it's the Lakers against the Mavs, Dallas Mavericks. And it's the first time that
Luka
Luka
goes home?
going home. And people were talking about it this morning. Do you think that the crowd is going to cheer for Luka every time he touches the ball?
Yes,
I do.
because they didn't want him traded.
No, he didn't
And
want
he
to
didn't
go.
want to go. They're going to boo the management is what they're going to do.
Yeah, and they should.
Yeah, they should. I don't know how that trade even talk about collusion in the NBA.
Yeah, no shit.
Sure, we'll put the best player from one team on the team with LeBron because he wants it. Old floppy.
Man, I saw like a package the other night. I saw a package the other night. I saw a bunch of clips the other night.
You were looking at LeBron's package?
I was looking at LeBron's package right next to the Down syndrome chicks on TikTok. I saw a bunch of clips of LeBron flopping the other day, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I mean, there are times where it looks like somebody's going to give him an elbow, and he just drops.
He just falls down.
He just falls down. Like the wind blew him over. Like nothing actually touched him.
Dude, I can't get enough of the videos of LeBron. There's another bunch of them with LeBron traveling. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
There's like videos of LeBron taking like 6 steps and Have you seen the Angel Reese Bang videos?
No.
I got to pull one up real quick. I know Tony's waiting, but
that's all right.
I just got to pull one up. Hold on. These things make me laugh because what they do, it's one guy and he just does commentary of Angel Reese sucking. And every time she misses a shot, he yells, "Bang!" And oh my God, it is so fucking funny. Angel Reese Bang. Let me see if I can't find one real quick.
What?
I mean, they are so funny. There's got to be one here somewhere. Where are they at? Damn, of course I can't find one when I want one. Bang, videos. Yeah, of course I'm not finding one. Why would it come up? God damn it. Oh, well, anyway.
All right, let's take a quick break.
Look them up. Look them up.
All right, let's take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with Tony Musachio.
Sounds good. Yep.
Hang on.
When disaster strikes, we come together. Here at Mario's Barbershop, we've turned our passion into purpose. As Hands to America, a 501c3 nonprofit, we're on the ground helping those hit by hurricanes, floods, fires, and tornadoes, right here in northeastern Ohio and nationwide. But we can't do it alone. We need your help to keep this vital work going. Your donations, whether it's cash or vehicles, can bring hope to those who've lost so much. Join us in making a real impact. Every donation fuels relief efforts and helps rebuild lives. Call us at 844-864-2637 or locally at 216-520-1977 or visit us at handstoamerica.org to see how you can help.
Right back here on the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken. Do that. Go to handstoamerica.org. Handstoamerica.org. Help out. I know there's been a lot of storms and flooding and tornadoes and stuff that's been happening. And Mario from Mario's Barbershop in Parma there is going to be helping out. So handstoamerica.org and donate what you can. If you go to the website, it tells you all kind of stuff that he's looking for, whether it's campers for people who've lost their homes altogether or it's money, food, whatever it is. Go to handstoamerica.org and see if we can help out a little bit.
Before you pull Tony in here, I found one of them videos real quick.
All right.
Let me pull one up real quick. Just tell me if you think these are funny. I love them. Here we go. Oh, where's the sound? And of course, here it is.
Every 3-point shot missed by Reese right here. Burn!
Watching because of me too.
Caitlin Clark could never make that pass. Bang! Build a campfire around her. Look at all that space. Bang! Pump fake. Got him. Free play. Aaron Rodgers. Bang, bang! You'll never see a less enthused teammate than Cardoso on the bench. No confidence in Reese. Look at this. Casually. She's dead. Dead! They say the safest place to be when a nuclear missile goes off is next to Angel Reese's jump shot. Because nobody's around. Bang! I mean, the disrespect here. She gets the ball, the defender retreats to the paint. Almost went in. Bang. Man, social distancing in 2024 is crazy. COVID was 4 years ago. Bang! He said free tees for Angel Reese's threes. Everybody shirtless. Bang! How she got to the All-Star game? Who knows? Did she hit a three? Hell no. Bang! Ah!
This guy has like 100 of these videos of just Angel Reese sucking. They're so funny, man. They are hilarious.
Awesome. God, that's just terrible. I saw there was one after she it might have been the same dude who she had a McDonald's meal coming up.
Yeah.
And he just was walking around trying to throw it into the garbage can. And every time
I've seen that, yeah. And she has like cereal or something. He tries to throw it in a cart and misses.
Misses. That's good stuff. So all right, let's bring in another guy famous helping out Northeast Ohio with his restaurant reviews. Tony Musachio, how are you, my friend?
Gentlemen, how are you?
What's going on, Tony?
Where are you now?
Hold on, let me get some volume here. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We hear you.
Hi, guys. It's been a while.
What's up,
Where
Tony?
you been?
He can't hear us. Hello, Tony.
Now I can hear you. How are
There you go.
Good. How are you,
Good.
Tony?
I'm good. It's been a while. I forgot what you guys look like.
Where
Well,
you
that's
been?
on you, not us.
I know. I apologize. I have actually been, I've been traveling. I've been in Phoenix. I was in Florida. I was getting away from this weather, which was nice. And I am able to do it because I have a summer-oriented business,
Right on.
which it worked out well. So
Good.
And life's too short, so I got
Right.
to take advantage of this.
Hey, Tony, let me ask you a question real quick before you get into stuff. Since you've been to both Florida and Arizona fairly recently, we were talking with Seth the other day. He's thinking about potentially moving, and those are two of the places he's talking about. Which would be better, you think, for Seth?
You know what? You got to go to Florida. Arizona is just, it's too hot. And the only thing that you have to do there, activity-wise, is hike and golf, and he'll die.
Now, but as far as like the weather goes, I know it's hot in Arizona, but what about the humidity in Florida? Which one is worse?
You know what? There's a good toss-up right there, because obviously there's no humidity in Arizona, but it's 100 degrees, and in the summertime it goes to 117.
Yeah,
it's like putting your head in an oven. So just for an example of that, my parents lived there, and I would go golfing like in July and August, and golf courses that would cost $200. And again, it's not cheap to live there or to do anything. They're at like $30 for 18 holes. And people will be looking out the window saying, who in the hell is this guy outside in the golf course when it's 110 degrees out here?
Right.
And there's no wind. You know, there's like, you know, you really don't have that. You don't have the breeze like you do next to the ocean. It's two different places. You're in the desert, in Florida, you're at the beach.
Yeah, and my prosthetic leg might melt in that kind of heat. I don't know about that.
You know, but the only thing, there's no bugs in Arizona. I think they're so hot they die.
The biggest fear, I lived in Arizona for about a year and a half, and you do adjust to the heat somewhat. I mean, you don't go out. Nobody goes outside. But, you do get to where you're used to it. The problem in Arizona kind of is in the mornings, because it's like 70 degrees and you're bundling up in a coat because you're used to 110 degrees.
Yeah. The temperature change could be 40 degrees. Mm-hmm. It's funny you say that, Chris, because my dad lived there, and of course he lived till he was 94 years old, so he'd have shorts on, and then by evening he'd have a sweatsuit on and be cold.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you know what? And again, in the golf course, it's nice there because you still have the breeze and you're blocked by a lot of houses. But you're on that hot top, you're on that black top, and you're shopping or you're going on, on the streets. It just radiates. That heat radiates.
Yeah. Do not have your car break down on the highway either, because it's like every exit is like 15, 18 miles between.
Yeah, and it's interesting. We go through tires here because of the four seasons, and obviously you need snow tires here. Mm-hmm. Well, it's so hot there, you have to change your tires because they literally melt.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're expensive. And again, I mean, the cost of living there, we have it made here. I come back here, it's like the cost of living is wonderful. We golfed at a place called Talking Sticks. And luckily, my friend Jim Carson, who is my friend from high school, picked up the bill. It was $300 for a round.
Wow.
A cigar. So 2 cigars were $59 from the card girl. I said, do I get any sexual favors for this?
You want the Bill Clinton treatment on that cigar, right?
Have you ever been to Tennessee, Tony?
I have not.
All right. We're looking for a place to go for our vacation.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that where Dolly Parton's?
Yeah.
Yes, I was there. I was at actually Dollywood with the kids.
Because that's actually, we were talking about going to Pigeon Forge, which is right there where Dollywood is at.
Yes.
And is it nice over there?
It's beautiful. It's really cool, just driving through the mountains down there. Yeah. In West Virginia, all those places, you leave Cleveland, you start getting down to Columbus and Cincinnati, and it becomes warm. So, hey, you know what? Real quick news. My daughter got married 1st of July, and she's pregnant.
All right. Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm going to be a grandpa. First time.
That's awesome.
I'm so excited. So it'll be
fantastic.
You're scaring Seth, Tony, because he has been just going on and on about how he's about to be empty nesting. So
Molly decided where she's going to college. She's going to go to University of Cincinnati.
Oh, very cool. Great.
she actually graduates from high school at the end of May here, and then she'll be moving into Cincinnati at the beginning of August. So only got a few months left with her.
Oh,
and I'm getting sad and emotional about the fact that she's going to be taken off.
it's tough. I remember those years. It's hard. Now my daughter just got married. Luckily, I have a great son-in-law, and she's a Goldberg. So now she's really Jewish. I love her.
I have so many questions, but I'm not going to ask you. But where are you at right now, Tony?
I am at Mishmash, which is located in Solon. I am on Brainerd and Miles. Great little place. Actually, I used to always come here with Little John, which we still do after golf. And next door is a new place called what's it called, guys? Capricio's, which is owned by Mark Glassman and the restaurant group. So he bought out Jack's Deli. He bought this place next door. They remodeled it. It used to be the American Tavern. And he also owns Geraci's. Geraci's.
Mark Glassman of the Mark's franchise, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, he buys these restaurants like I buy a polo shirt. God bless him. So funny. So, yeah, it's really a cool restaurant. Actually, I'm having a little salad and with steak, and it's wonderful with my glass of Malbec. I love my job.
It's a tough life, Tony.
It is a tough life. So,
golfing in Arizona, golfing in Florida, coming back, eating for free. Hey, it's a good gig you got, man.
I paid my dues now that I'm 64 years old. Hey, real quick, so Saturday morning, you can tune me in on 1490 WERE at 10 o'clock. I'm going to be at BA Sweeties.
Okay,
For those of you who are viewing in, if you've never been to that place, it is an unbelievable candy store, 4,000 square feet, right here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Tony, as soon as you walk into that place, you smell the sugar. I mean, that's how I lost my leg. I walked into BA Sweeties, I took a whiff, and my leg just fell off. I mean, it's that kind of, but it's great. I mean, I don't regret it at all. But that place is fantastic.
Yeah.
Any kind of candy you could possibly want, they have.
Yeah, and they have every popcorn, too. I call it the amusement park for your taste buds. It's really cool. So, guys, let me leave you with this. In the 16th century, men they would cut up peppers, onions, and beef and put it on their bald scalps to help them grow hair. So I figured, guess what? If all else fails, if it didn't work, they got fajitas. I will see you.
Thanks, Tony.
It's always nice talking to you. Have a great
You too.
evening.
Take it easy,
I'll talk
Tony.
to you soon.
All right, bye. There he is, Tony Musachio.
That's Tony.
Everybody knows Tony. Everybody loves Tony.
He's got that joke book going.
Yeah, he does. I love him. He's one of my
Tony's
favorite
great.
people of all time.
I love Tony. He's fantastic.
I wanted to ask him, I'm a dad, obviously, because I got my daughter taken off and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Is
your daughter going on vacation with you, by the way?
No.
I was going to say, of all the vacations she should go with you for, Tennessee would be the one.
Well, we haven't decided. I mean, that's one of the things I was going to talk about on the show today, because I want some advice, because we went to Florida last year, so we don't want to do Florida this year. It's our 20th anniversary. All right? So in the moments that we have left here, I'm going to just ask real quick.
Yeah.
Text in or something. But we don't want to go. I don't want. She brought up Washington, D.C. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to New York City because I don't want to do anything that has a ton of walking to do.
Sure.
Because it's really difficult with the leg.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, around Vegas, we could, but we've been there like a few times to Vegas. And, we can Uber around there and it's fairly easy for me to get around. But looking for somewhere different that we haven't gone and somewhere that, I can generally either drive to, Uber to, or get a scooter or some shit to drive around in. It's not too terrible.
Dude, Tennessee would be great. I mean, you go to fucking Elvis's Graceland, and you can go to Dollywood. You could go to
Memphis is
Nashville.
Memphis is nowhere. And Memphis is like 3 hours away from like Dollywood and stuff like that. We went to Memphis a while back, and it's a great place. I love Graceland, but we're talking like Smoky Mountains area, Pigeon Forge, where Dollywood
I know
is
what
at.
you're talking about. I'm just saying.
I think that would be not bad, right? I don't know.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
And we went somewhere. Look,
Myrtle Beach.
we're obviously on some sort of a budget here because of our current financial situation since what happened with one of my gigs that I had. And so I don't have the same income coming in. And so we're looking for something that we can drive to.
Sure.
So I don't want to fly all the way to California or something like that. Myrtle Beach, I never thought about that. I don't know if that's a long drive. That might be all right.
That's not bad. You know, it's a great place to go for a vacation. Pinball, PA. That'd be a cheap one.
Yeah, it would be a cheap one. But we're just looking for something that has some sort of attractions to go to.
Sure.
And isn't going to be too terribly difficult on me with the leg.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's all kinds of stuff. Tennessee's not that far. I mean, it's really not that far.
I think from here to there, it's just under 8 hours to get to Pigeon Forge from here.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Of a drive.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad at all.
I don't know where to go, but we got to do something. I mean, like I'm going to end up charging a lot of this but it's our 20th anniversary. Mm-hmm. We can't not go somewhere during our anniversary and spend it somewhere. I'm not going to have 20 years spent here. Yeah. Or
20 years and you go to a Browns game or something.
Right. Game. Great. We stay at the Hilton Garden Inn in Columbus. I don't want something like that.
Yeah. Going to Akron. Going to go see the Arrows for our anniversary.
I want something that'll be memorable, like a vacation. And I just don't know where to go.
Sure. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Might as well stay put. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's boring. What about even... Well, I guess you're going to get your experience in Cincinnati, so I guess that wouldn't be a good one. What about like Louisville, Kentucky?
My wife brought up Louisville, but I was trying to figure out what's all there.
I'm sure there's shit to do there and all kinds of Civil War stuff and that kind of shit.
Yeah, I looked up. I mean, maybe we can go to like a Williamsburg or something like that, or Gettysburg. I don't know, but. Like when I looked at Pigeon Forge, they got like this place called Margaritaville Island or something like that, and with all kind of shops and cool shit to do, and Ferris wheel, and I don't know. I'm just looking for something that's going to be
Dude, memorable. I know it's anti-Cleveland, but what about what about Pittsburgh?
We went to Pittsburgh.
Stuff to do. There's stuff to do there.
We went to Pittsburgh like because I only had a couple of days off of work. We went to Pittsburgh for our honeymoon, and. Just because it was close and easy to get to. So, I mean, I don't know. We talked about Niagara Falls. That's like a 4-hour drive or something like that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But that's where I went on my honeymoon with my first wife. So I don't know if that would be.
Well, if your current wife don't care, then then don't worry about it.
But she also went up there with like an ex-boyfriend, so I know she got.
Because
dude, you think I'm going to go somewhere and I know she got pounded for like an entire week and by some other dude, and I got to sit there in the same, area.
Wait, you rent the same room?
Well, I don't know. That would be my luck that she got drilled in the same room.
You don't think they cleaned it?
Well, who knows these days? I know I'll go in like a black light. I'll see sperm all over the place. Right. Damn it, it's probably my wife.
She cream pied that out.
That's terrible.
I'm in that mood.
Kentucky Derby. I mean, again, Louisville. I know there's like the Louisville Slugger Museum and stuff. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, get a bat made for our anniversary?
Maybe Cooperstown.
I thought about Cooperstown up in New York, but I was there with my ex too.
Yeah, Cooperstown's not that great either. It's kind of
it's really not
museum.
And then like they have some like baseball themed like small restaurants and crap like that.
Yeah. Hey, look, we're at Jose Vizcaino's fucking restaurant. You know, it's like restaurants of guys you don't even remember. You know,
or then you see like all sorts of Pete Rose memorabilia because he can't get in the hall. They want you to come in and see his shit at the, the restaurant down the road.
Right. Hey, look, it's Tom Verizer's restaurant. Fantastic.
Altoona is better
than Pittsburgh.
See, I go to people for advice, and I'm getting Altoona.
Altoona.
Jack Daniel's Distillery. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I don't know. But I gotta
People
get
can
something soon.
message in. They can message that in.
All right. It's time to head over to Mines.
Yeah, let's do some minesing.
If you're not signed up for Mines, it's $5 a month. You get extra content. Go over to
Yep.
Mines, sign up, mines.com/Seth Williams Show. And if you are signed up, we will see you over there. We appreciate it. We'll see you over there in about 3 minutes. You got this?
You want me to get it? I'll get it.
You got it. All right. We'll talk to you in a few.
All right. Bye, kids.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Tariff, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.